Happy Durga Navami. May Ma Durga bestow you and your family with 9 forms of blessing: fame, name, wealth, prosperity, happiness, education, health, power, and commitment. So, Happy Durga Navami again. Earlier video, I had discussed some question of session net and invasion exam. Today I will at first discuss some more question of NVSM exam which is related in my previous video. So at first I will highly recommend you please see my earlier video. Then it will be so easy to understand this topic. And I have given the link in my description box. First, I will see one example which had come in NVSM exam 2017. The example is from n for n greater than equal to true, which of the following are true? Option 1, any finite group of order n is isomorphic to a subgroup of GLNR. Just recall, I have discussed this part in my earlier video also. This is the application of Calli's theorem. Okay. So I have told you why previous video is very important. Here in the question has considered the order of the group is n. So the Calli's theorem is any finite group G is isomorphic to subgroup of Sn. We all of us know this is. That means G is isomorphic to identity matrix sigma 1, sigma 2 up to sigma n. Okay? We all of us know what is sigma 1, and this is always subgroup of Sn group. Okay? What is sigma I? Sigma I is a mapping from 1, 2, 3 up to n to 1, 2, 3 up to n. We all of us know this is a bijection mapping. Okay? I have seen in my earlier video there exists a homeomorphism from symmetric matrix Sn to GLNR. Why I have indicated GLNR? Because we have to prove any finite group is isomorphic to subgroup of GLNR. By Calli's theorem, we know any finite group is isomorphic to subgroup of a symmetric group Sn. But in the question has given, we have to prove this is isomorphic to subgroup of GLNR. Here not indicate Sn group. So I have considered this. Are you getting? Well, because we all of us know there exists a homeomorphism from the symmetric group Sn to GLNR, and the mapping is look like f of sigma equal to permutation matrix. If you cannot understand this part, then see my earlier video. I have given this link also in my description box. And we all of us know set of permutation matrix always be invertible. So this is always subgroup of GLNR. Okay? By these tricks we can tell Sn is isomorphic to subgroup of GLNR. Okay? Are you getting? actually the permutation matrix. Okay, means I have got at first has indicated in the question order of G equal to n the set containing the elements identity A1, A2 up to An minus 1. Okay, then I have got this group by Callis theorem. This is isomorphic to subgroup of symmetric group. That means identity sigma 1, sigma 2 up to sigma n minus 1. And this subgroup also will be isomorphic to H2, which is identity P1, P2 up to Pn minus 1. That means I have got G is isomorphic to H1 and H1 is also isomorphic to H2. And since we all of us know isomorphic is a transitive relation, so by transitive relation we can tell G is isomorphic to H2. That means G is isomorphic to H2. What is H2? H2 set of permutation matrix. Since all permutation matrix is a subgroup of GLNR, so our third option is a right option. Any finite group of order n is isomorphic to a subgroup of GLNR. Okay? Well, what is the second option? Second option indicates the group Zn is isomorphic to a subgroup of GL2R. And notice this is actually same type of first option, because in first option I have proved any finite group of order n is isomorphic to Znr. Here just restriction. Here we have to prove Zn is isomorphic to subgroup of GL2R. That means we have to prove Zn is isomorphic to subgroup of GL2R. Okay? How we will prove this? Just think. We all of us know Zn is a cyclic subgroup with generator 1. That means we have to find one element of order n in the group GL2R. Because we all of us know two cyclic group of order n is always isomorphic to each other. That means we have to find a matrix in GL2R of order n. Which matrix of order n in GL2R? Just think. Consider the matrix A equal to cos 2k pi over n minus sin 2k pi over n sin 2k pi over n cos 2k pi over n. And we all of us know in this matrix a to the power n equal to always identity. So order of A equal to always n. Are you getting? Determinant of A here equal to 1. So this matrix always belongs to GL2R. Okay? Because GL2R be the set of all invertible 2 cross 2 matrix. Determinant is not equal to 0. Then this matrix always be invertible matrix. So this matrix always belongs to in GL2R. And since order of A equal to n, so I can generate a subgroup. A is generated by A. Therefore, I have got a cyclic subgroup of order n in GL2R. So, we can tell Zn is always isomorphic to this subgroup A's, and which is subgroup of the group GL2R. Are you getting this method? This is possible Because we all of us know two group of order n is always isomorphic to each other. So I have used this trick. Are you getting? Well. Option 2, always right option. The group Zn is isomorphic to a subgroup of Gl2R. Now notice the third option. The third option has indicate Z12 is isomorphic to a subgroup of S7. This is also same as second option. Think, which element has order 12 in S7? Just notice sigma equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we all of us know order of sigma equal to LCM of 3, 4 and which is equal to 12. Order of element in Sn is LCM of disjoint cycle. That means I have got one element in S7. Okay? Good. I can generate one subgroup of order 12 in S7 and this is generated by sigma. Consider this subgroup as ace. Therefore, our proof has done. Since I have got one cyclic subgroup in S7, therefore Z12 is isomorphic to ace because since Zn is cyclic group, so Z12 always be cyclic group. So I have used this trick. Our third option is also right option. The group Z12 is subgroup of S7. Are you getting? This is very important question because this method is useful for any competitive exam